Glory to Ukraine! The 259th day of the heroic resistance of the Ukrainian people to a Russian military large-scale invasion continues. The enemy is trying to keep the temporarily captured territories, concentrates efforts on restraining the actions of the defense forces in certain areas, conducts offensive actions in the Bakhmut, Avdiivka, and Novopavlivka directions. During the current day, the enemy launched 8 missile and 10 airstrikes, carried out more than 4 MLRS attacks. Areas of more than 15 settlements of the Dnipropetrovsk, Donetsk, Mykolaiv, and Sumy oblasts were hit by the enemy. In the Volyn and Polisia directions, the situation remains without significant changes. The Republic of Belarus continues to support the armed aggression of the Russian Federation against Ukraine, accepts and hosts Russian servicemen, and provides training fields. The formation of a joint Russian-Belarusian grouping of troops is underway. The threat of enemy strikes and the use of attack UAVs from the territory and airspace of the Republic of Belarus remains. The enemy shelled in other directions, in the Siversky direction from barrel and jet artillery, in the areas of settlements of Novomykolaivka and Ulanov, Sumy oblasts. The enemy also used an attack UAV in the Slobozansk direction from mortars, rocket and barrel artillery, in the areas of Hryhorivka and Kolodyasin settlements. Attack UAV is used in the Kupiansk and Lyman directions from artillery of various types, in the areas of the settlements of Kupiansk and Bilohorivka, in the Bakhmut direction from tanks and the entire range of artillery, in the areas of the settlements of Bilohorivka, Opatny, New York, and Pivden, in the Avdiivka direction from tanks, mortars, barrel and rocket artillery, in the areas of the settlements of Volodar, Kamyanka, Vasil, and Novobakhmutivka, in the Novopavlivsk and Zaporizhia directions from tanks and various caliber artillery, in the areas of Vermivka and Kamyansk settlements. Areas of more than 25 settlements near the contact line were shelled in the South Bud direction. In addition, the enemy continued to conduct aerial reconnaissance, actively using UAVs. Made more than 50 flies. The moral and psychological condition of mobilized Russian citizens undergoing training in the Kursk and Bryansk regions is significantly deteriorating due to the difference between the picture of Russian propaganda and the actual situation, inhumane conditions of stay and lack of promised payments. Russian units undergoing training in the area of the city of Baranovichi, Brest region, were issued obsolete weapons and properties, metal helmets of the Second World War model, and means of protection from the period of the 60 to 70 years of the last century. In addition, a large part of small arms, namely AK-74 assault rifles, are in non-working condition due to poor storage conditions. According to detailed information, the Russian occupiers are taking away looted property and stolen cars from the city of Severodonetsk, Luhansk Oblast. Looting takes place under cover and accompanied by representatives of the occupation's so-called state security agencies. During the current day, the aviation of the defense forces of Ukraine struck the enemy 4 times. 2 areas of concentration of personnel, weapons, and military equipment, as well as 2 positions of the enemy's anti-aircraft defense equipment, were damaged. Also, our soldiers shot down 5 Shaked and 2 Orlan UAVs in different directions. During the current day, units of missile forces and artillery of the defense forces struck 6 areas of concentration of manpower, weapons, and military equipment, 2 electronic warfare stations, and other important military objects of the enemy. I support the armed forces. Together we will win. Glory to Ukraine!